Hi guys, this is Rosalind Lewis with JPAR Carolina Living. I would like to invite you to subscribe if you have not done so already. Also, like and share the video if you are getting value, and don't forget to click the notification bell so that each Wednesday when I premiere a new video, you will be notified. Today, I'm going to be talking about the 10 commandments during the home buying process that every buyer should know. So stay tuned, you don't want to miss it. So, number one, do keep your W-2s, tax returns, bank statements, your pay stubs, and retirement account statements readily available. Your lender is going to be asking for those things throughout the mortgage process. And I know you're thinking, I'm going to be moving. I should just start packing, but don't pack up any of your financial stuff. You're going to have that out because they're going to be asking for those things all the way through the loan process. Don't apply for any new lines of credit. Don't go buy a new car. Don't buy furniture. Don't get appliances for the kitchen. Don't get a new credit card. Don't do anything during the loan process. There's something called a debt to income ratio, where if you have too much debt in ratio to your income, you will no longer qualify for the mortgage. So if you go out and incur new lines of credit, you don't want your lender to say, oh my goodness, you just bought a car. Guess what? You don't get the loan anymore. So don't do anything like that until after you close on the house. Do protect your credit score. This goes a long way with playing for the lines of credit. You don't want to have any inquiries into your credit history, anything that's going to make your credit score go down. I had that happen to one of my past clients. They purchased a new car after they got the pre-approval, and when the lender pulled their credit again during the final approval phase, they found that the car had been purchased, and my client was no longer able to secure financing for the home she wanted to purchase. She had to cancel the contract, and she lost $4,000 in due diligence money and about $750 in inspection costs that she had already incurred. So be very mindful of that. Don't change jobs. If you are laid off and you get a new job, tell your loan officer immediately. If it's in the same line of work, it might be okay, but if it's in a completely different line of work, then you might not qualify for that loan anymore. If you have to cancel, we want you to do it as soon as you possibly can so that you get your escrow money back. Do pay your bills on time. We don't want to see any overdraft charges. If it happens once, then the lender will say, okay, stuff happens. It's not a big deal. But if it's an ongoing issue, they're going to think, wow, this person doesn't seem to be managing their finances. Maybe we shouldn't give them a home loan. So during your home buying process, make sure that you're paying all your bills on time. Set a reminder on your calendar if you have to, so you don't overlook your credit card payment, and make sure that you're paying stuff on time. Don't cosign on anyone else's loan either. Even though you're not paying that loan, when you cosign on it, it shows up as a new debt. Do get your lender whatever documentation they request as quickly as possible. For instance, if you do have an overdraft, they're going to ask you to write a letter explaining why that happened. Don't take a week to get back to them. Do it in the same day. I know it's a pain. Life is still happening and you are busy. Just get it in. But the longer it takes you to get that stuff back to them, the longer it's going to take for them to give you final loan approval. You can't close on your house until you have final loan approval. So get them whatever they ask for as quickly as possible. Don't use money that you have set aside for closing. That money has already been set aside for closing, and the lender will view your bank statement several times before final loan approval. So please make sure that everything stays as close to the way it was when they viewed the documents originally at the beginning of the process. Don't omit debts and liabilities from your loan application. You want to be transparent and honest when applying for credit. You don't want to have the lender come back to you and want to know why you did not tell them about a debt you have. That will not look very favorable for you, because then the lender will think that you are not an honest person and that you are trying to hide things about your financial situation. Don't buy anything for your house that you can't return, such as having custom made cabinets made for your new home before closing. If you buy a big ticket item on credit, this will increase your debt to income ratio, and this could make you no longer qualify for the loan. So if you want to buy new curtains for your home, that is okay if you are paying cash for them. Curtains can be returned, but custom cabinets cannot. Don't cosign a loan for anyone. Again, keep in mind that your debt to loan ratio must remain the same once you have been pre-approved, because the lender will check your credit multiple times through the process of getting to the final approval for your mortgage loan. And finally, do work with a realtor who works with buyers regularly and knows the loan process. They can give you a heads up of what's coming next and tell you what to expect. It will make the whole process much less stressful. I'm Rosalind Lewis with JP and Associates Realtors, Carolina Living in Charlotte, North Carolina. My contact information is listed in the description below. If you are thinking of purchasing a new home, please reach out to me. I would love to help you in any way I can. Thank you for watching. And stay tuned, another one of my videos is coming right up.